this is kind of surreal, isn't it? It's almost like a game, a very scary, disturbing game, where people have been informed to look out for an email either in their personal or official inbox, which will tell them whether they have a job or don't.
With Elon Musk announcing at the beginning of the year that he wants to acquire Twitter, to actually going ahead and bidding for it and forcing the board of directors to accept the offer and then backing off at the last moment, forcing the board of directors to sue Elon Musk to honor the agreement, and then finally Elon buying the platform for $44 billion, being pushed by the courts in Delaware. Whatever is happening in Twitter is nothing short of a movie. We must have all seen the reports of the mass layoffs which are happening right now, and in this video we are going to look at why the mass layoffs in Twitter are happening and what is the future of the town hall of the world. If you remember, Elon Musk had backed out of the Twitter deal because of the looming recession. However, when he was pushed by the court in Delaware, he was forced to take over the company because he did not want to get into a long-drawn court battle in which not just money, but even his personal image was getting tarnished. Now here's the interesting bit. Elon Musk finally bought Twitter for $44 billion, of which $13 billion was taken as a loan by Elon Musk. This loan has created an annualized interest rate of $1 billion for Elon Musk. Now, if you look at the quarterly earnings report of Twitter, it has had a loss of $344 billion in the past quarter. Now, if you are in the position of Elon Musk, what would you do with a company which you have bought, which is already making $350 million of losses on a quarterly basis, on top of which you have $1 billion of interest payment on a loan that you have taken to take over this failing company? Elon Musk has no other option but to look for ways to make Twitter profitable. If you look at any business, what are the ways of turning profitable? Number one, increase revenue. Number two, cut costs. Right now, whatever you're seeing in the ecosystem, all the firings and all the different cost-cutting measures which are being taken care of are just a way of bringing the overall expenses down. And on the other end, he is also figuring out newer ways of making revenue. Now let's look at the cost-cutting measures. The mass firings that you see right now are just a part of the cost-cutting measures that Elon Musk is taking so that he could cut down the overall expenses of Twitter. The current CXOs have already been fired, and there are reports of around 50% of the overall workforce being laid off in the days to come. Now, a lot of people might actually not be surprised by the firings in Twitter. These mass firings are happening across the globe, across startups, across companies as the US goes into recession. But the way the firing has been done has actually left a lot of people in a very, very surprised state, given the reputation Elon Musk usually has and the kind of companies that he's building. Nobody really thought that a person like Elon Musk would be so cold when it comes to firing 50% of the workforce. On top of this, Twitter is now looking to find $1.5 million to $3 million of daily IT spending trims that could include eliminating spare servers and Google Cloud capacity as a part of the deep cuts plan. With these kind of measures, Elon hopes to reduce the expenses while exploring new revenue opportunities. Apart from this, he has shown interest in reviving Vine, making it a worthy competitor to TikTok and Instagram, and even looking at analytical tools as a revenue channel. Interesting choices, but they pale in comparison to ad revenues, which are still 90% of the revenue of Twitter. This has made Musk take a U-turn in his idea of free speech on the platform. Earlier, while Elon had famously proclaimed that Twitter will be a free-for-all platform, now Elon is saying it cannot be a free-for-all hellscape. This comes at a time when advertisers like Audi, Volkswagen and GM are pulling out of Twitter as they do not want to show their ads beside problematic content. One thing is clear, Musk is looking for ways to make Twitter money. Past. What is less clear is whether he had any defined plan to monetize Twitter before he closed the $44 billion acquisition. So what's next? Well, there are always two different ways of looking at it, the short term and the long term. In the short term, obviously there'll be a lot of chaos, and we can already witness it given the speed and the way the whole saga has unraveled in front of us. However, in the long term, Twitter might become a completely different platform than what we know it as right now. While Twitter Spaces have been working wonders in terms of engagement for the Twitter users, the mini blogging platform might actually see a complete shift towards subscription in the long term. Also, given the fact that Elon Musk is a huge proponent of blockchain and Dogecoin, we might very soon see blockchain being introduced on Twitter on a big scale. This actually opens up a lot of opportunities for the platform and the way users are going to use it. Who knows, we might actually have NFT based communities and Twitter Spaces and tip each other with Dogecoin in future on Twitter. Well, that is just one of the many ways in which we see Twitter evolving in the future. What do you think about the future of Twitter? Please let us know in the comment section below. Also, we have put all the links related to this episode in the description, so please don't forget to check those out as well. This is a new kind of content that we're trying out in the Builders Club. If you like our effort, then please leave a like and please subscribe to the Builders Club for more amazing startup related content ahead.